Right now on the news at 6.
Construction will soon begin on the new Embassy Suites Hotel in downtown Tuscaloosa. I'm Jennifer Edwards and I'll have the details straight ahead.
Plus, a Tuscaloosa teenager is behind bars charged with attempted murder. Also, find out why a controversial church is making plans to protest in Tuscaloosa. And Mercedes-Benz is looking for 1,000 new employees, but time is running out to apply. We have all the details. The news at 6 starts now.
From the campus of the University of Alabama, live, local news. From Alabama's home team, this is WVUA News at 6.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Coleman.
And I'm Jenny Wallace. Lynn Brooks is off tonight.
Topping the news tonight, construction for the long-awaited Embassy Suites Hotel in downtown Tuscaloosa is officially underway.
WVUA's Jennifer Edwards joins us now with more. Jennifer?
That's right, Philip and Janie. The landscape of downtown Tuscaloosa is changing thanks to the building of a new Embassy Suites Hotel. Earlier today, a groundbreaking ceremony was held to officially kick off construction. Turning dirt for the construction of a hotel in downtown Tuscaloosa is something Mayor Walt Maddox says he's waited a long time for.
We started in 2006, just a few months after I was sworn in, trying to hopefully secure the slot to a full-service hotel.
And now that the day has arrived,
without a doubt, this is a game-changer project for downtown Tuscaloosa with the transformational effect of really lifting our downtown from good to great.
Building the Embassy Suites Hotel is just as exciting for developer Kemmons Wilson Jr. as it is for Maddox. Wilson is a graduate of the University of Alabama.
I have a 50-year history with them. I've loved every minute of it and have been involved. And with us being in the hotel business, when the city had this piece of property as a RFP, we bid on it. And we finally won the bid to build a hotel.
The hotel is set to have 154 suites, 3 private dining rooms, a fitness center, an indoor pool, 5,300 square feet of conference space, and a fine dining restaurant. The developers recently announced the restaurant will be run by Chef Chris Hastings, who is the owner of Hot and Hot Fish Club in Birmingham. Maddox says all of these features will bring more people to the area.
75% of the people that will be occupying the rooms here have been staying in the Birmingham, Jefferson County market. So what we're going to be able to do is go out and get people that may be doing business at Mercedes or doing business at the university who would normally be staying in that market and driving in can now come and stay in Tuscaloosa.
Now, as far as seeing movement at the construction site, the developer told me we could be seeing it as early as next week. The project is scheduled to be complete in the fall of 2014. Janie?
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Now an update on Tuscaloosa's mass shooting from last July. The trial for the prime suspect, Nathan Wilkins, was supposed to begin today, but it has been delayed. According to Tuscaloosa County Circuit Judge Brad Allman's office, Wilkins' trial has been continued, and they are not sure when it will start. Police say on July 17th of last year, Wilkins shot and injured 18 people at the Copper Top Bar in Temerson Square. Earlier that same night, authorities say he shot and wounded another person in Northport. And Wilkins has pleaded not guilty. According to court documents, Wilkins sent a letter to Judge Allman asking for the death penalty and stating he was sorry to everyone involved. Now, Wilkins is being held in the Tuscaloosa County Jail under a $2 million bond.
On your home team Crime Watch, a Tuscaloosa teenager charged with murder. Police say this happened around 1:30 Sunday afternoon on 26th Avenue. And along with attempted murder, 17-year-old Levante Deshaun Wilson is also facing charges of shooting into an occupied dwelling. According to Lieutenant Kip Hart, a 21-year-old woman was struck in the arm by a ricochet when the suspect allegedly shot into the residence. Wilson is being charged as an adult. A controversial church is planning a protest at the University of Alabama. Westboro Baptist Church from Topeka, Kansas is planning to picket the university on Saturday, May 18th. According to their website, they want to remind the university of, quote, the wrath of God that visited 2 years ago. City of Tuscaloosa spokesperson Deidre Stallnaker told WVUA that Westboro Baptist has not yet applied for a permit.
In news around Alabama, 2 people are dead after their car collided with a train in Birmingham. A collision between a train and a car in Birmingham has left the family and friends of a mother and her son in mourning. Police say it happened shortly after noon Sunday at the train crossing at the intersection of Harrison Avenue and 17th Way Southeast. Authorities say 40-year-old Consuela Laverne Gurley and her 12-year-old son, Michael Sharif Erskine Jr., died after the Sunday afternoon crash. An Amtrak spokesman said the train was traveling between New York and New Orleans, and none of the 83 passengers on board were injured.
At least 2 people are recovering from minor injuries caused by a wreck on Interstate 2059 this afternoon. Officials with Tuscaloosa Fire and Rescue say that around 1:30 an F-150 pickup truck hauling a tow-behind trailer flipped. This happened on Interstate 2059 southbound at exit 89. Officials say the couple was heading home to Texas from the Talladega Superspeedway, but officials are unsure as to what exactly caused the crash. On your Money Watch, new jobs coming to Tuscaloosa County. WVUA is covering Vance, where time is running out to apply for new jobs at Mercedes-Benz.
In fact, the last day to apply is this Friday, May 10th. And according to company officials, some candidates are already being contacted and the process has already started. Two positions are scheduled to be removed from the AIDT website this Friday, May 10th. Officials say they are looking for 1,000 new team members to help launch their new products in 2014 and 2015. Now, you can learn more about the new positions on our website, WVUATV.com. Just click numbers and links. Still to come on the news at 6, relatives of the late Boston Marathon bombing suspect are trying to make preparations to have him buried, but they are running into a major problem.
And straight ahead, home team weather. Still some rain to talk about on Live Radar. The rain slowly ending from north to south, but when will the rain get out of here? And how about your weekend forecast? Weather is coming up.
And Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron took center stage at Talladega Speedway on Sunday. Gary Harris will have those details in Alabama's Home Team Sports.
I have been riding horses my entire life. When I started experiencing back pain, I thought I would never be able to ride again, which was devastating. And then someone told me about the Disc and Nerve Institute of Alabama and their IDD therapy. The therapy really works. I can ride again, and I have my life back.
Call the Disc and Nerve Institute of Alabama at 205-752-5757. We may not be your first choice, but we will be your last.
Now news around the nation, the latest on last month's Boston Marathon bombing. So far, no cemeteries in the Boston area seem willing to take the body of one of the marathon bombing suspects.
And a friend of the surviving suspect was back in court. Renee Marsh has the latest.
The final resting place for Tamerlan Tsarnaev, killed in a shootout with police more than 2 weeks ago, is still up for debate.
Send him back to Russia.
I don't really care where he's buried. To me, he's dead already. How much more can you punish him?
His uncle says burial in the U.S. is the only option.
He grew up here, and last 10 years he resided here in Cambridge.
But the city's manager says he will not allow it, saying such a burial would bring protests and a widespread media presence. Tsarnaev's parents in the Russian Republic of Dagestan say they will not fly his body back to his home country. But a private group has opened a bank account to raise funds to return his body there. The funeral director in possession of the body is asking the government for help.
Somebody has to step in and say, look, we're going to have to do something here, and we have to.
Meanwhile, Robel Philippos, one of the 3 friends of the surviving suspect, Jahar Tsarnaev, appeared in court for a bail hearing Monday. He's accused of making false statements during the investigation. The prosecution and defense have agreed to release him on a $100,000 bond. He'll be in the custody of his mother and will be under home confinement and 24-hour monitoring. The judge warned him not to tamper with witnesses. Meanwhile, $28 million has been raised for bombing victims and their families. Distribution of the funds will be discussed at a town hall meeting Monday and Tuesday. The fund's administrator, Ken Feinberg, says the money will be given wisely, but no amount can make up for what the families touched by tragedy have lost. In Washington, I'm Renee Marsh.
The bombings at the Boston Marathon in mid-April killed 3 people and injured hundreds. Now, still to come, we've had unusually cold weather here in West Alabama for the past couple of days. How long will this stick around? You're looking live now at the city of Tuscaloosa from the WVUA Tower Cam. Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott has your home team forecast next.